Hello everyone, I am Ghulam Abbas. I hope you guys are fine and doing great. In this video, I'm going to show you how to check the generation of your computer. Before getting started, you need to learn what is this generation crap and why a shopkeeper is basically arranging the price of this computer based on the generation. So let's begin the process. Before going a step further, I have written the same topic in the written form. You can visit it into the wikigame.com and learn everything. So let's begin the process. Now the first thing is that generation of the laptop means that this processor has launched in that year. It is sometimes accurate and sometimes it is not accurate. Suppose if I have to check the fourth generation of the processors, uh, you can see that this processor is launched in the third quarter of the 2014. Suppose if I have to check the fifth, you can see that it is also the same. As I said before, sometimes it is accurate and sometimes it is not accurate. Now if I have to check the Core i5 7th generation of the processor, you can see that it is saying that it is launched in the 2016, even though it is 2017. I told you that sometimes it is accurate and sometimes it is not accurate. So you have to figure this out yourself. Also, if you take a look at the list of the processors, the year that the processor have launched, you can figure out that which processor have launched in which year. Suppose the fourth generation is launched in 2014, the fifth is launched in 2015, sixth 2016. You can say that, then go on 17, 18, 19 and 20. As I said before, sometimes it is accurate and sometimes it is not accurate. Mostly it only suits for the Intel processors. It's not suited for the AMD processor at all. And besides, now with each processor, the company or the manufacturer are adding some new stuff. Basically, they are increasing or decreasing the transistors that they are including on the processor, which sometimes is most of the time it results in a better performance, power consumption, uh, yeah. And besides, most of the time the cache remains the same. Suppose there will be the 3 MB cache, core will be 2 or 4, and there will be also threads and many other stuff. Basically, these are the small stuffs that are located within the processor. Also, one more thing I have to make sure, when you are going to a shop and buying a laptop, they are saying that this laptop is fourth or fifth or sixth generation. It means that the processor of that computer is fourth generation or fifth generation or 12th generation. It is like that. Also, when you are trying to buy a new computer, uh, aside from the RAM, motherboard, and the other stuff, maybe storage, maybe ports, which type of are they, USB 2, USB 3, or whatever. Aside from them, you have to check the processor details too, like core, hertz, base frequency, boost, or turbo frequency. Does the processor have the integrated graphic processor, or does these processor have a cache for the graphic processors, or cache memory, TDP, which is thermal design power? Aside from those stuff, you have to check them on the processor too. So basically, these is the small differences between the generation of the processor. It means it is launched in that year and there are small changes in them. Maybe the processor is a bit bigger or it's a bit thinner or larger. It's just like that. Now you need to learn how to check the mm, generation of the processor. To check it, it is only suited on the Intel processors, so it is not suited on the uh, AMD processor. So the very first thing is that you have to open the Windows settings, and then under the system, just go ahead to the last section and click on about. Now here you can see that this is the details of this computer. You can see that the processor is Intel Core i5 7200, and the other stuff that you can see. Now after the i5, you can see that there is 7 2. The very first word that you can see here is 7. It means it is 7th generation processor. Now if you don't believe me, I can just simply copy the same details and then search for it on the web. So Control C, copy, Okay, even though the details are here, I'm not searching for it. So here you can see that Intel Core i5 7200U processor. So here you can see that it is 7th generation Intel Core i5 processor, and you can see that it was launched in the quarter third of the 2016. You can see that there's the differences of the 14 nanometer. What about the suppose if I have to open one of them, and let's see what is the what is lithography of that processor. It is 22 nanometer. As I said before, it is smaller, thinner compared to the older version of the processors. So basically this is the simple thing about the generation. Now there's also the different of the core, the threads. Now they are totally another matter, maybe for another video. So have a nice day, goodbye, and do not forget to subscribe into Guide YouTube channel, and I will meet you guys in the next video.